Yeah. Okay, good. So now I'm recording, as I said. Yeah. So the course, to go back to the screen, the course, as you can see here, I say introduction to what is fiction. You know, the first question here really we ask, you know, what is fiction? And as you can see, I talk about the whole meaning or the whole components of the course. You know, as I said, I included, you know, the short story, the parable, the fable, the tale, or the novel. And again, later on, I talk more about even the essay or the autobiography, because at the end, you know, I say here, notice in week 12, I say the autobiography, and week 13, the essay. So everything which is to some extent, really, we're talking here, remember, about literature. And this course is called Introduction to Literature. So we're not talking about journalism, or not talking about science, or no, we're not talking about, you know, maybe anything else which is, you know, things to do with everything which is written in language, or, you know, because the word prose, really the word prose, you know, covers a lot of stuff, you know, nearly everything, all kinds of writings, of course, not poetry, because poetry is some kind of prose, but not really prose. That's why, because it's poetry, because it's rhymed, because there's something else. There's music, there is rhythm, there is meter, there is, you know, a lot of other stuff which is not really used in normal writing, like what we are talking today, for example, here. Okay, so this is the course when we say here Introduction to Literature, and when we say prose, really we mean the short story, we mean the novel, we mean the parable, we mean the fable, we mean the essay, and the biography or autobiography. Really, biography or autobiography, okay? Because we think of those things as literature, because really biography and autobiography, many people think, maybe they think that this is not literature, but really it is. Autobiography and biography is actually, you know, part of literature, because it's subjective and it's personal and it's imaginative. Yes, it's realistic in the sense it's taken from reality, because people will be writing about their own life, for example, or writing about the other people's lives and so on. So they may think this is not literature, but it is, because it's very personal and it's very subjective. You know, you're using your own sort of perspectives about this. So really, this is amazing thing to say, really this is interesting idea about how to really to compare and to see the difference between sort of what is literature and what is not. And really, this is, again, we may say later on in my question here, when I say what is fiction. I will talk about that, of course, next week, as you can see, when I talk about my general introduction to the course, when I say what is fiction. So, but today, as you can see here, the focus really in my talk today, and as you can see in my meeting or our lecture today, really, or this is our first meeting. Of course, it's an introductory meeting, and you to get to know me and to even to know you. Of course, you can, as you can see from this system, you can see me, but I can't see anybody. No problem. I'm not really so much bothered about it. But if you, anytime you want to talk, you know, my style of thing, and really we are expecting people here to participate and to talk, and you can use and open your camera anytime you like. You want to, you know, use your microphone all the time. You know, it's up to you really to interrupt and to ask anytime you like, no problem. The style, my style of teaching, my style of lecturing, I don't know if you have asked, or maybe you came to my class or to my group, or you registered in my group. You are welcome, but my way of doing things, as you shall see, really I try to talk a lot and to explain a lot and to try to analyze things in a very sort of open and clarified and really detailed manner. So I try to really share things with you, no problem. Really, you can always, you know, say what you feel, what you want to share with us, or with me at least, or here in class. I encourage all of you to talk and to discuss things in our meetings, because really this is the meaning of this, you know, e-learning at this, you know, at this time. Normally in class, you know, when we are in class in a real life situation, of course, things are different. Of course, the interaction is different and is much better, of course. But, you know, since we have this terrible thing about the corona thing, inshallah, we will get rid of it soon. And inshallah, we will be all safe and, you know, inshallah, we will not get any problem concerning that. So far, everything is fine. And we will go back to a real life situation, inshallah, maybe next term. I don't know. But you see, because of this system, I think here it demands from us a lot of maybe extra work and extra attention and extra efforts. So please try to understand the situation and try to study and work harder, because really it's more demanding maybe. So as you know, as I said, the lecture, my style is I explain things and I analyze things, and I really try to you know, be open to any ideas or any discussions or any stuff from you people. No problem. I respect people's opinions and feelings and ideas about what we are getting. So don't ever worry about what you really want to say. Feel free to talk and to discuss and to share with us your ideas, your feelings concerning the course or the material we are discussing or we are covering. This is the meaning of university teaching and university atmosphere, is to use your own mind, your own sort of opinion and feelings towards the material that you are studying. We are not dictating people. We don't force people to do things. We want them to understand and to get things the way they feel, the way they want, and so on. So that's why the way you will see my recordings, my previous lectures, my lectures from the last term, which you will see, again, you will watch, maybe you will see them there. And of course, as I said, they are nearly the same thing. I'm not saying exactly the same thing, but you can see here, I will sit with you and I will discuss with you, and I will share with you these recordings later on. We will see if I can do that here during the lecture, or not. I will try and see. I will test that. If I can do that, I think it'll be okay. All right. So this is the idea I want you to understand about the course. Again, if I go again to say, for example, the first lecture and the first week, second week, third week, fourth week, etc., etc. I will give all this, and then we will have a test. As you can see here, in week 6, we have test 1, 20 marks, or 20% of the mark. So the test will be on everything we have done before, and then 20 marks. You will have the time. Of course, as usual, it's an open book text, because you are at home. I can't control the way you are sitting or writing, or what you are writing, or how you are writing it. But we hope that people are honest. They don't cheat. They don't use other people's help. They don't get help from outside sources or whatever. You know, it's up really to you. I can't control that, but we expect people to be honest about it, not to cheat, and to because at the end of the day, if you are cheating yourself. Really, you're not cheating anybody, except you're cheating yourself. And I don't expect people to do that, but I'm just you know, my duty to tell you and to warn you. And people who cheat sometimes, who copy, who plagiarize, they will be penalized. And people, as you know from last term, people who do that, and the Turnitin system, everything is put through the Turnitin system, and we can check people, and we can test people, or, you know, see and know if people have cheated or not. So be careful. If you copy from other sources, from outside sources, from secondary sources, try, if you want to quote, but not to copy or not to mention. If you quote from somebody, say, I have quoted from this as between inverted commas, like in real documentation, like you are quoting from somebody else. Don't pretend that this is yours. And this is really important, you know, people to be aware of that, and to understand that if you plagiarize, if you take people's ideas or copy from outside sources without acknowledgement, without admitting, you will be caught and you will be penalized. And people sometimes are failed because of this. You get failed because of that, so be careful. And you can see here in week 6, week 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. In week 11, as you can see here, I put another test 2, another exam, 20 marks again. Again, will include the material here, as you can see, which is covered between week 6 and week 12. And so on. Okay, so the focus will be on those material we have done here. And then, as you can see, the project is expected to be handed in week 14. As you can see, again, 20 marks, or 20%. Now, the project, I will send you the titles. Maybe in week 6 or week 7, I will send you the instructions about the term paper, or about the project. I will send you the instructions, and I will send you the details, and I will send you the ideas or the topics to cover, to use as examples, to analyze as topics for discussion. Or you can use your own. You can, you know, if you don't want to follow or to take from my topics, you choose your own topic, no problem. So I will send you the instructions for the term paper, week 6, week 7, or week 8, you know, so you can start from that time, and I will tell you about that later. And as you can see, the final exam is 40% of the mark. Now, if you feel that you want to discuss this with me, you can do that, no problem. If you feel, you say, well, I want this, and what do you think? For example, you say, doctor, can we do this, and can we do that? Can we share this, and can we change this, and can we do that instead, and so on? No problem. I can you know, share this with you, no problem. I have no problems at all if you give me more ideas, if you want to I don't know. I can see my name here in the list. 2 names, how come? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, girls?
Yes.
Girls, boys? Yeah, I don't know. I have here on my screen, I don't know, there's something funny here in this system, showing me again as another I don't know, there's something crazy about this system today. I don't know. I will double check that and see. Anyway, so yeah, so I was just saying, if you want to share anything with me, of course, as I said, with everybody, you are welcome. So that's the idea. Another thing, really, another important thing, really absolutely important thing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my dear students, at the very beginning of our lecture, of our course, you know, I am a very sort of, you know, really, I care about people, and I care about things. And I'm very open about things, and I'm very democratic, and I accept people's ideas. And, you know, I want you really to show me your feelings and opinions about things, no problem. Show me your ideas, no problem, really. And on the contrary, I encourage I encourage people to show me really their opinions and so on. Another really important thing is language. Language, grammar, structure. Your sentences, your language, your writing. At the end of the day, boys and girls, today I must tell you from the first lecture, please, please, please be careful about your writing, about your style, about your sentences, about your structuring. If I say paragraph, it's a paragraph. When I say an essay, it means an essay, right? So be careful. Don't say to me, well, this is language, and this is grammar, and this is, you know, vocabulary, and this is something. Well, to me, we are here students of English. Remember, our department is called Department of English. English is English, okay? The main course here is called English. So the medium of everything here is English. Therefore, I want people to write good English, really. I want people to write good sentences, no mistakes, no funny mistakes, no horrible mistakes in structuring. That is, people can't write a sentence, or people don't know how to use a full stop or a comma or a question mark or a semicolon or a colon or an exclamation mark and so on. That is the technicalities of writing. People say to me, well, this is not a writing course. Yes, it's not a writing course, but we judge people. We judge people. We examine people through writing. You show me your power in writing. I don't see you. I don't test you orally. Okay, we test you through your writings. So be careful how and what to write. Okay, so don't say why you, for example, why you gave me this mark. I have written a good, good contents. Well, contents are not enough. In the language descriptors, as you know, maybe later on, I'm sure you know that. I will send you this. Good language is not enough. Good information is not enough. We want both. We want both. So if you write really excellent paper in contents, in ideas, but horrible English, I will not give you a good mark. Never. I want people to write good English and good information, good idea, or acceptable ideas. Okay? So really, you can't separate. For me, this is my style and my way of doing things. I don't want people to say to me, I have given you a good paper because I gave all the ideas needed. But yeah, I have a lot of spelling mistakes. I have a lot of grammatical mistakes, grammar mistakes, funny verbs and funny sentences, and no, if you write run-on sentences or no verbs in sentences or run-on sentences, well, no. I will say no. I will say this is horrible English. You understand? Do you understand me, boys and girls?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So please be careful about that. From now, I always really pay attention to this, because my way of doing things, I want people to write, to be good writers at the end of the day. Because as I say, we judge people, we judge students through writing, nothing else, through writing. Because, in your exams, all your exams are written exams, okay? Written tests, written exams. So that's it. I'm telling you that from now, so be careful and try to train yourself. When you write something, just ask yourself, is this a correct sentence? Where is my verb here? Where is my subject? Where is the object? Where is the verb? And so on. Okay, so make sure about, just be aware, be conscious about your language and about your style. Really, this is the idea. And again, punctuations, full stops and commas. People say, well, is that important? Of course, because your sentence is never a sentence unless it's finished by a full stop. You finish your sentence by a full stop. And the full stop is exactly right next to the word. You don't give a space and write a full stop. Exactly next to the word itself. And you begin your sentence with a capital letter. With a capital letter. And names of people, names of persons, names of places, names of cities, names of etc. Also in capital letters, and so on. Again, as I will show you, titles of books are underlined. Titles of short stories and poems between inverted commas. These technicalities, these are technicalities in writings. And as I say, to me, they are very important. They are really formalistic. Yes, they are formalistic, but to me, they are really important to show that you are a good writer. At the end of the day, we want people to be good writers. writers of English. Many people fail, you know, because I've been in this business now. Maybe you can see me. I'm nearly an old man now. I've been in this business for 30 years, and I've been doing this all the time. And I say this to people, you know, we want people to write good English, and we test people through their writings. All the exams, everything is in writings. So that's why, you know, you have to show me your style. Sometimes people use their own imagination and elaborate and explain. Yeah, fine, lovely. We like that. I like that. To give me your own sort of poetical sort of writing, to elaborate and to explain and so on and so forth. That's lovely. That's fine. Okay. So that's the idea I want to tell you from now as our first really encounter and meeting. Really, I have talked a lot this morning, and I think that's enough. I will leave it for you. If you want to ask any question or say anything today, you are welcome to say anything. Again, I must say something. Last time I used to have WhatsApp groups, but really this time I'm decided I don't want to use WhatsApp, because sometimes it's really annoying and sometimes it's taking a lot of time, a lot of our time. But we use emails, and emails is the university official means of communication, and I think it's much better. So if you really need anything, you can always send me an email all the time, anytime, about anything you like, any question, any idea. If you feel you want to talk to me about anything, please feel free, no problem. I welcome people to say, to talk, to discuss with me, anything. Don't ever worry that you want to say this to me. And as for me, as professor, as a doctor, really, I never bother about what they say or what to, you know, don't say the doctor will be angry with me. No, I never get angry with my students. I never get angry with my students unless they do something terrible or horrible or they behave in a bad way. And normally students don't do that. Normally students don't do that. And as I said, I have been in this business for 30 years, and so far so good. So no problem. Maybe the last thing I must say to you, I don't know if you know me. You don't know me by face, but you can see me here in this screen now. If you can, you can see me speaking, can't you? You can see me, can't you now? Because in my screen I can't see myself.
We can.
Yeah. So I must, you know, briefly, I'm Dr. Mahmoud Salami, and I come from Syria. And this is my 4th year here at Sultan Qaboos University. And I like the university, and I like you people here. You are really very nice and very friendly. And I'm enjoying myself. And I hope that you will enjoy this course with me. As I said, really, normally I'm very friendly. I don't bother. I welcome people's whatever complaints or questions or things they want to tell me. No problem. Please feel free to say anything you want concerning our course. Okay. So that's it really for today. If you have any question, please ask. Otherwise,